Good evening and welcome to Prime Edition. We change gears as digital jobs, and the development of quality ICT human resource is a prerequisite to the development of a robust digital economy, and investment is key in unlocking the numerous opportunities that come with the digital economy. And to talk more about that, we are joined John Tanui, who is the Principal Secretary for Information, Communication and Digital Economy. Welcome to our studios, PS.
Thank you, Arimo.
Now you can start from what is considered a digital job. I know you have interacted with many youths. I know there's how you frame. I'd like you to explain to the mother down there whose son is telling her that she's going for a digital job. What is a digital job?
When we talk of digital jobs, largely you can talk of that you do behind a digital infrastructure. Means you can do over the internet, you can do using computers, and in many ways, at times they are called IT outsourcing jobs, others are called IT-enabled services, others are called sourcing.
Maybe you can paint for us a picture for the youth that you have interacted with in terms of how much they make weekly doing a digital.
First, let me explain globally. There are a number of changes that are happening that is creating huge opportunities in the digital space. We say the world is a global village, and indeed it has become a real global village because of the global connectivity that we have. The world is connected through the current network infrastructure we have in place. Kenya, for example, we have 6 ports under the sea connecting Mombasa and the rest of the world. These make it very easy to connect any part of. Secondly, there is an advantage that we as a continent already enjoying. One of them is what we call the youth demographic. The youngest continent with an average age of 19 years. Other countries have average age of 47, others approaching very strong youthful population. So the kind of opportunities that are coming now is because global economy, we talk about the economic growth. GDP represents how economies are growing. The data years, digital economy has been growing 2.5 times faster than the physical economy. So there is huge opportunities, and these kind of jobs now are available to be done from Kenya and from any other location for anyone across the world, and that our young people can access. So these jobs have monthly rates, others hourly rates, others are task rates. So they earn varies from what kind of job they are doing, the skill levels they have, but there are abundant of jobs in the digital space.
Okay, as you've indicated, there are digital space now. I'd like to know from your perspective, from your ministry, how many jobs you've generated so far on the digital space, and also at when it comes to partnership so that these young people can be able to get jobs remotely.
The bottom-up transformation agenda, one of the problems which had been identified was the issue of the need for creation of jobs because of the large number of youth that graduate from universities, academic institutions, and need jobs. So what government did is establish clear programs that will enable us to create jobs. Issues of agriculture, health, housing, but we have a specific area to address the opportunities in the digital. One of the things we are doing is, you've heard us talk about the 100,000 kilometers of fiber to be built. This is to enable us connect every part of our country. Opportunities available can be accessed by anyone. So if we build fiber to every ward, which is what we are currently doing, we've done quite a lot of work so far. This will open young people. We are carrying out digital skills training. We have trained over 500,000 youth. We have almost 140 young people already accessing directly, independently from digital hubs. We are working with Ministry of Education in TVETs, and they are able to access these opportunities. We are also having private sector, their own business process outsourcing centers, employing 1,000 youth, others 150 youth, others even 3,000 youth. We have others even in various parts of the country, largely in cities, but now we want to make sure these opportunities can be accessed at every part of our country.
So this 500,000 youth digital program, or under the Jitume program, or I've seen another one as well as Konza Digital Skills. I'd like to know whether all of these youth.
So digital skills training has been going on for a number of years. We have a number of partners who have supported us, and we have Mastercard Foundation has been one of the great partners who have supported us in digital skills for a period of time under the Achira. Also, the Ministry and Concert Technopolis, who have come up with the Jitume initiative, and through that also they've carried out a number of trainings. They are part and TVET institutions, and they have set up Jitume labs in over 130 TVETs and carry out training. The School of TVET has carried out what we call training for trainers, so that we have those who can be trained as trainers to enable our young people access the digital opportunities. So it's not one program, several programs, and we have many other ministries, other partners who are also carrying on. Also private sector, because this is also an attractive business, that we have business processing centers that are driven by private sector, and you can go there, find 1,000 young people working. So they have their own specific training programs. Our aim is to be able to have over 1 million young people in digital space here in Kenya.
Okay. What of the Finya Computer Itoe? I'd like to know where we're at with that program. I know it's basically new, but I'd like to know how many Kenyans have registered using that Finya Computer.
So the Finya Computer Tola Itoke is an initiative. It's actually a statement that His Excellency the President mentioned when he was of the centers in Nandi County, and this became a trending slogan, and we are very happy. Really showed the importance of the digital space, and it showed what is happening in terms of what the young people are having launches of these TVET's initiative digital hubs across the country. Even today there was launch in Nyeri, and we have stories, the young people themselves, their own personal testimonies. They say you cannot beat a personal testimony of opportunities that these young people have done.
Interacted with, and mostly the youth, they're all asking for a platform that houses all kind of high quality digital courses and provide access to remote job opportunities. Jira digital program as well as Jitume have that program where you can be able to get to your skills as well as a remote job opportunity.
Where to access? One, we've mentioned we are working with the TVET institutions. We have trained the trainers, and also within each of these TVETs, we will be at the moment over 120 have already been trained. We aim to train almost, we aim to train 600 in the phase one. Every TVET, the young people can access somebody who can guide them to navigate the digital space. What has come out is we have a great talent as a country. We have great talent in terms of the output of their work is good. And it's not only at the entry levels or at the digital hubs in TVETs we are talking about. We've been able to entities set up what we call development centers in Kenya. These are centers to develop softwares for global use. Who has established the African Development Center here in Nairobi with 500 young Kenyans who are software developers here in Kenya, and they tell us comparatively with the rest of the continent, they find the Kenyan talent really good. We have Amazon Web Services also launched a development center. And we are very impressed to see that such trend is moving on in the country. We've seen also the establishment of business outsourcing centers, and this is now a growing trend. We will be seeing more of these centers opening up. And the digital hubs that we want to open would like to link to also these private business processing or outsourcing centers so that they can work in that to enable more opportunities from the global space to be able to be accessed here in the country.
Okay. I would like to hear from you on how you're addressing access to internet, because it's mostly marginalized communities. How are you bridging that digital divide?
So what we are trying to do is we already enjoy very good internet connectivity in most of our cities. If you look at connectivity to the submarine cable, we have enough capacity to connect to the international at Mombasa. And there are more cables. There are 2 more cables under construction. So we have global connectivity in a big way. We have already done connectivity in the country. From one city to another city, what we call backbone, metro, and last mile. So we are enhancing this now. We want to reach every ward in our country. And work is currently ongoing. We have changed the model. We are now using the Kenya Power National quicken our connectivity so that we can reach every part of our country. Where there is power, we want to make sure we can deliver over the power transmission lines. We are also looking at a solution so that regions that are a bit disadvantaged in terms of infrastructure like power, and they have set up and they are young communities, we can deliver using satellite. So we'll have visas that we can have them deliver this infrastructure.
Okay. Do you think it is time the education in terms of also upskilling strategies and digital transformation, in terms of how you are equipping students with digital to thrive in the future job market? I'd like to know how you are rethinking the education sector. And you've said earlier on you're partnering with the Ministry of Education institutions to upskill the students. I'd like to know, how are you responding to this digital skills demand?
Wairimu, skill is the key. Whether you are talking about an electrician, you are talking about a plumber, a building construction, or whichever space that we're talking about, we want our young people to achieve the skilling. So we have arrangement within government our skilling, so that these programs of skilling is aimed at meeting the global demands that we have and also the national demand. In the digital space, we are carrying out a coordinated training arrangement. We have ICT authorities within the Ministry of ICT, and it is also carrying out training programs, and they have enlisted partners to help them. We must target the entire population for digital skills because of the opportunities which are there. We target to reach 20 million. Now for the specific people who are looking for opportunities like jobs, now we prepare specific training programs. I mentioned about what we are to be able to have those programs. We are also looking at the expert level to attract more development centers in this country, trainings at the expert level. We also want to attract global software research centers here in Kenya. And that's why we have a Concert Technopolis, the Kenya Advanced Institute of Science and Technology, being established with the support of many partners, and also many of our universities who have been Jomo Kenyatta University, Nairobi, Moi University, have done very well to position our country in terms of software development.
Where are we with the smartphones? Because we need these smartphones to conduct these digital jobs. So
to grow the opportunities in the digital space, we need smartphones, because that is the digital superhighway. When we talk about digital superhighway, we are talking about connectivity. But the individual the citizen will connect to the digital superhighway through a laptop, through a tablet, or through a device. Last year, we were privileged that the private sector now came together, jointly network operators, and established a smartphone manufacturing facility in Kenya, and that factory is operational. Help to ensure that more affordable devices, smart devices, are available for our people, because we have a broadband mobile in many parts of the country, and we have made many young people who do not have a computer, but they have a phone, and they are able to access digital to work. So what we want to tell the young people is that there is huge abundant digital opportunities in the digital space.
Okay.
What they need to do is connect themselves with the TVET institutions, link with those who already have experience, even learn by themselves, and opportunities in the digital space.
Okay.
Yeah.
As you've indicated, there have been massive investment in the digital infrastructure. However, access to affordable internet, and I know you Wi-Fi, public Wi-Fi hotspots across the country. But then again, how are you addressing this affordability of internet? So
why we want to have free public Wi-Fis, and we've laid a good number of them. Now with the accelerated implementation that we'll see more of these public Wi-Fis in the market and the public road stages. We want to the ecosystem to enable more people experience what it means to be in the digital space. We want that person who would normally digital space because of bundles, because of the cost, to start experiencing and knowing this digital space is not just for entertainment. You can access, be able to commercialize. You've seen even earlier in this program, there was a talk about by the creative sector about how or what we call social platforms to actually make money. That you can actually make money using the digital platforms like Facebook, many others, that you can actually monetize your talent. So this is the opportunities we want to show our people by establishing public Wi-Fis. But that public Wi-Fi, after you experience and you are able to gain some knowledge and experience how to navigate, you will even demand more time to a digital hub. And within a digital hub, you will now increase your competence and also improve in terms of your income that you can have. Now even have a fiber connected to your own house, and you can work from home. So the nature of job is changing. Okay. And you can actually work from your house with the connectivity, and you can serve the global market from anywhere you are in the country.
But PS, as we come to a close, online scams, data breaches and malware attacks posing significant risks, particularly for individuals with limited cybersecurity awareness. I'd like to know from, as the government, how you do with cybersecurity.
Digital space, just like the physical space, has risk. Anybody doing business or transactions in the physical space, certain codes of protection, don't work in night or dark places. You must be able to have location. So in the digital space, the same thing, we are making sure the digital space for the country is secure. One, as a country, we have established the Office of the Data Protection. This is to ensure that the data, personal data of individuals, are protected, and also that there is privacy. Ensures this ecosystem is better. Secondly, there is something about cybersecurity, and this is defense towards cybersecurity is awareness, training, to know in this digital space, not everything that you see might be the right thing. Somebody can prompt you to click something, but your personal information which can be misused. So awareness is the most important thing, and that's why we talk about digital skills. That's why we are talking we want to reach 20 million Kenyans aware of the very basics, that as you navigate in this digital space, there's minimums that you need to do. At the next level, we are also building security, because it's also a huge market opportunities in that space, and we are encouraging our young people to also build in cybersecurity, because those are some of the most well-paying jobs. The other thing we are doing in the digital space is that with renewable energy. We are endowed with hydro, solar, wind, and geothermal, and we've value to the global world. When the year Kenya has 93% renewable energy, it's something attractive. Global data center, because of all this data we generate, they need to be. We are telling the world, we can host your data here in Kenya. You can have it processed in a clean, using 100% renewable energy. Now what we call the cloud data infrastructure to be hosted in this country, and this will also create other premium jobs in the digital space.
Thank you, Bwana PS. I know talk till this hour ends, but now we have to cut you short because of time. But that has been Bwana PS, who is John Tanui, Engineer John Tanui, who is a principal communication and digital economy, talking to us about investment in digital skills in unlocking numerous opportunities in the digital economy. We take a short commercial break, but